Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran, for your kind words of introduction. As usual, they set the right tone for our meeting every Saturday or every second Saturday. Thanks for that. He was a man on a mission. In 2000, he set off for a far off land with the sole purpose of serving humanity. He helped the local people there to transform their barren lands into fertile ones through his technical expertise and his humanitarian drive. In fact, he became a messiah of sorts for all the local people till fate struck a cruel blow a few months back when he was shot down by some of the locals who did not like his good work. His name, Nakamura. His nationality, Japanese. And his adopted country, Afghanistan. Just imagine a man far removed from his normal culture, styles, lifestyle, and custom, decided to move to a totally strange land, far different from his own, and decided to settle down in that country, all because of his single-minded devotion, that of service to humanity, to make a difference to the lives of people. Why I'm stating this today is that I am sure that there is a Nakamura in each one of our lives. Maybe the parent, our teachers, our friends, sometimes even strangers who have crossed our paths, who have touched, influenced, affected, or impacted our lives. I don't know because I have not asked each one of you who your mentor or your godfather is. But I am sure that there is one name which is common for all of us here, and that is of Dr. Ralph Smedley. A person who way back 96 years ago started a small organization which has grown like a big banyan tree today, which has touched the careers for some, which has impacted the lives of some, but for sure it has definitely affected the thinking, the thought processes of many of us. Like us, there are a few people who have come to our session today who have also been, to some extent, been influenced by Dr. Ralph Smedley. I am talking of some of our ex-Toastmasters and also some of our guests who are perhaps planning to take the golden route that all of us have taken for the last so many years. So without further ado, may I welcome some of our guests, and if any of our ex-Toastmasters are here, to say a few words on either their journey in the past or what journey they would envisage in the future. I request all the guests to unmute themselves. I call upon guest Amit. Amit is not there. I can see one very, very familiar name. May I call upon Sagar Verma?
Hi, Toastmaster Babu, and hi, everyone.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's so good
nice
to be.
to see you after a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. The pleasure is all mine.
Great, good.
You know, it's just uncanny that I was just on Facebook. I don't do too much of social media these days, but I was on Facebook and there was this post of Bombay Toastmasters Club in a meeting, and I realized that, hey, the meeting has just started right away. So I don't know whether I'll stay for the whole session, but I really thought I must pop in and say a quick hi and just experience being amongst BTMers once again.
Wow, wow, wow. So nice to see you after a long time.
Absolutely, absolutely. It feels
Nice to
amazing.
have you here. I believe you are now in the US.
I was in the US. Yes, I finished my MBA and then headed over to the US. But just in fact, a week back, I am here in Muscat once again with
Oh,
parents.
okay, great,
So
great, great, great,
just I think I'm going to be here for some time before I come back to Mumbai.
great, great, great. So, well, keep clicking by mistake, keep seeing our name by mistake, and please do join us from time to time.
Goes without saying.
Thank you so much for coming. And now I welcome one of our old, experienced senior Toastmasters, whom we don't get to see much these days. Sienna, are you there? Sienna James, are you there?
Yes, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to be back after a long time.
Great, great, great. Nice to see you too. So have you been smelling or dreaming or seeing Toastmasters at all?
Uh, no, after a long time I've attended the meeting.
Oh, really? Okay, okay. Great. Nice to see you today, and thanks for coming over.
Thank
I just thought let's all get together, at least those who are free. Hmm. Is there anyone else? I think they might just join later. Okay, so without further ado, let us get on with our session for the evening. And for that, we have a Toastmaster who is an IT professional as far as career goes, and as far as Toastmasters is concerned, he is our VP membership. He is a sports enthusiast, and he is planning a tour of the world. In fact, starting with a tour of India as soon as COVID disappears. A wander, or should I say, a travel bug. I'm sure that he's got a lot in store for us this evening through his Toastmasters session. Please put your hands together for the affable Toastmaster, Toastmaster Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Babu, for that introduction. We all have played a common game, which we in our childhood used to call telephone, which was a very simple game where we used to whisper in the ears of our colleagues, and that whispering continued within the chain of people, and ultimately the final person had to reveal what was stated at the initial level. And more often than not, it would be the other way around, or the meaning would have been completely twisted, or in some cases, even there would not have been any meaning. So, what was it all about? Well, as a child, we all used to laugh and enjoy the game. We thought that this is such an interesting game wherein what you input is exactly or mostly opposite to what you get in the output. But as we grew old, we understood that this is not only relevant to a game, this is something which is also related to our life. I am misquoted or I am misinterpreted is the commonly used phrase in our life, be it our discussions within our family or with our bosses. There is always this feeling that we are not properly understood. But why is it so? Is it only the language barrier? Of course not. Because even in whichever language you play this game, you are bound to get trapped. So what is the logic behind it? Well, communication, they say, has three critical aspects. One is, of course, the verbal one, what we speak. The second, the listening power or the listening skills, and which are the most underrated skills, in which most of us lack. And third, and the most important of it, is the non-verbal or the body language. Well, our platform of Toastmaster is that unique platform which helps us to practice these three skills in unison and develop our overall personalities. It gives us an opportunity to work or hone our skills, whether it is speaking, listening, or even the body movements. And so, we as Toastmasters have dedicated today's theme to Toastmaster itself. But to move ahead, just like we have three aspects to communication, we have three different aspects to our regular Toastmaster sessions. Number one is the prepared speeches given by the members of Toastmasters based on the objective of the pathways. Number two is the table topics, or in common parlance, what we call is the extempore. And finally, the listening skills come into picture, because it is those listening skills which our evaluators utilize and ultimately give out the exact and useful feedback to the speakers. So on this note, let us all begin the session. But prior to that, as we say that for successful running of anything, there is a team. And so I also have a team of role players who would be assisting me in carrying out today's session. So let me call upon the first role player for today, the grammarian for the day. But before I call upon this grammarian, I had asked him a specific question to state an event where, due to his communication, there would have been some laughter or some awkward moment in his life. And he was quick to state an example where, when he visited a government office and he was asked his name, he said, "Oh, my name is Vasudev Venkataraman Iyer." Then they asked his father's name. His father's name was Venkataraman Vasudevan Iyer. The government officer was confused because both looked almost similar and they had to recheck the records. So on this note, dear Toastmaster, please welcome the grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Vasudev.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Manan, for your warm welcome. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen to everything said during the meeting and to note and report any particularly effective use of grammar and or grammatical incorrect usage during the speeches. As grammarian, it is also my task to present the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is eloquent, which means forceful or fluent use or expression of an idea. And an example of using the word is his success is an example or is an eloquent example of the value of hard work. I would urge all the participants today for prepared speeches and table topics to use the word of the day during today's meeting. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasudev. So moving ahead to our next role player, the counter of the day. Now, when I asked a similar question to this person about his awkward moment during communication, he complained that whenever he cracks a joke, no one understands. And that puts him in an awkward moment. He's always confused what to react. So on this note, let us welcome our counter of the day, Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Maran. So, as a accounter, my duty is to report crutch words and filler words. So, crutch words like so and well, but you know, and filler words like er. I'll also uh, note down the repetitive phrases or words like I, this means, this means. I'll also note down the long pauses or a short pause when the speaker is using any kind of pause. I'll present my report when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj. Now moving ahead, as they say, time is the most precious thing. And for a Toastmaster meeting, the timer is one of the most precious persons. So when I asked the timer of the day the same question, she had shared her experience of her first table topic session, where she was given a simple topic, a second chance. But it was her first chance to speak on a Toastmaster platform, and it was a difficult moment for her. But definitely, due to the encouragement of the fellow Toastmasters, she could manage it. And now she doesn't need second chance. She has grasped all the chances. So on that note, please welcome the timer of the day, Toastmaster Nivedita.
Good evening, everyone. As Manan rightly said, the time is precious. So time is one of the most valuable thing one can spend, the expert says. And Toastmaster teaches us how to use it judiciously. So as a timer, my duty is to time prepared speeches, table topics, as well as evaluation of the speeches. So when the speaker reaches minimum time, I'll display the green card, where when the speaker reaches the midpoint of the allotted time, I'll display the yellow card, and when speaker reaches the maximum allotted time, I'll display the red card. The speaker will get 30 seconds grace before the green card as well as after the red card to end the meeting, to end his speech and qualify for the vote. I'll give my report when called upon. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. And now let us begin the first session of eloquent speakers demonstrating their speaking skills. So before I call upon the first speaker, let me call upon his evaluator, Toastmaster Avantika, to state the objectives of the first speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manan. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and guests. Today's speaker, Toastmaster Dilip, is presenting his icebreaker speech from the Dynamic Leadership Pathways. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Timer, kindly note the duration of the speech is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Dilip. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Avantika. Before calling upon our first speaker, I had asked him a question, that what was the biggest change he thought which came in him after joining the Toastmasters. And he told me that he had become almost fearless regarding the public speaking. So that in itself is a great achievement. So Toastmasters, please welcome Toastmaster Dilip. Discovering me, Toastmaster Dilip.
As quoted by Mandy Hale, some steps needs to be taken by yourself. Is the only way to really find out where you need to be. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guest. My name is Melethril Sukumaran Dilip Panikkar. Let me explain you about my name. Melethril stands for my village name. Sukumaran stands for my father's name. Dilip is my name, and Panikkar is my surname. I was born in a middle class Keralite family. My father worked as a civil foreman in a private firm named as Gammon India Private Limited, which focuses on civil constructions like the bridges, dams, tunnels, etc. And my mom is a housewife. We are three brothers. I was born in Namrup, a place in Assam. I had my formal education in two states, Meghalaya as well as Assam. My formal education, that is school education and college education, took place in Assam only. I appreciate my dad's one thought. He wanted to put us in the best school. So the only best available English medium school in that place where we used to reside was Golpara English Medium School. We got admission in that school. So from class 7 to class 10, we studied English medium school. Post that, we were introduced to a college where the medium of instruction was vernacular. That is, Assamese language was there. So there is nothing much to talk about of my college days and all, because I hardly attended classes because everything was going off. It was only on the later part, that's the last part of the graduation, where I attended the classes because of my major subject, physics. Because since the college, that is Golpara College, comes under Guwahati University, and that time it was mandatory that in order to teach the major subject, the professor has to use the medium of instruction English. So that is the reason I attended the 6 month classes for graduation. From class 7 onwards, I used to be a very good student in study, especially because I used to come either first or second till class 10. Even in matriculation, I fared very well. While in college, that is for higher secondary, that is class 11 and class 12 used to be known as higher secondary, and graduation, I managed to pass not with flying colors, but with a decent percentage. Like in higher secondary, I got 61 percentage. In graduation, I managed 54 percentage. There's one incident, especially in my college school, which I still feel very bad. It was in class 9 when one of our principal took all the seniors from class 8 onwards, and she took us to a auditorium where she asked everyone to come up on stage for public speaking. And I was praying that my name should not pop up. But my prayers were not answered, and I was the second person to call up on the stage. And believe me, I was there for 5 minutes, but not a single word was uttered. I was trembling in fear. My legs were shaking. I was completely in sweat. And I had a very good reputation in school that I used to come first, and everybody, even my friends circle, parents of my friends, were looking at me as like the best boy, that everybody should be like of him only. But that incident, is actually a bolt, especially I will consider. So that incident, I did not take any steps to take care of that. Then I had come to Mumbai, where I did my post graduation. Then I joined a corporate firm. We three brothers are all from different segments. Like I come from a healthcare industry, my elder brother is from banking, and my younger is from IT company. I recollect in 2014, that is the best period in my life that I was adjudged as the best sales achiever in my company. That's out of 500 sales employee, I was the only person who represented India and I was called on the stage in front of a gathering of 500 people to speak up. And believe me, I spoke like a pro. The HR director was there to interview me, and I was speaking like a pro. And there was, in fact, I cracked jokes also that very day, and the crowd was laughing. The reason was because I had joined 2 years back that time Toastmaster, and that Toastmaster gave me a platform to speak, rectify your mistakes, and move on. So the steps which I took in order to curb my flaws was joining Toastmaster at the right time. When you will. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dilip, for such an inspiring and insightful speech. I would request the members to give their comments on the chat box, and you have 30 seconds for the same to give the comments on the speech of Mr. Dilip, Toastmaster Dilip. Moving ahead. Now, before I call the second speaker of the day, let me invite her evaluator, Toastmaster Shirish, to state the objective of the second speaker. Toastmaster Shirish.
Thank you, Manan. Am I audible?
Yes.
The objective of my speaker is the purpose of the project for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to second speech. The purpose of speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Best luck.
Thank you,
Over to Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shirish. When I asked my second speaker the same question, that what was the change she felt in herself after joining the Toastmasters, she was quick to highlight that she has become a more confident and a fearless speaker. So, Toastmasters, please welcome the second speaker of the day, Toastmaster Pallavi. Toastmaster Pallavi, safeguard your virtual shield. Safeguard your virtual shield, Toastmaster Pallavi. Pallavi, you are on mute.
Sorry, Manan. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you are.
Am I audible?
You are audible. Your video seems to stop. Yeah, now it is. Now it's working.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Thanks, Manan. So one evening, I was searching for one of the skin product online. And next day, when I switched on my laptop, I received number of notification alerts regarding various skin product dermatologist. And I got so engrossed looking at all those alerts, notification, and finding more information, which in fact I was not looking for. Hello, Toastmaster of the day, Manan, distinguished Toastmasters and dear guests. Good evening, all. Welcome to the trap of typical social media scroll, a place where we invest our time daily and we even don't think about it. In reality, many of us don't even recognize it's happening to us. Yes, I'm talking about unintended consequences of social media on our daily life. In a day, we use social media in multiple ways by sharing our feelings, our thoughts, photos, comments, So many times we are so eloquent to share the comment on the pic posted by our friend. We easily give the access to mobile app while installing on our mobile. But we also know that data collected by third parties via this smartphone app may include the information which is anything from your username to financial transaction data which you do on your mobile. While many users feel that their data is secure and safe on the social media networking site because they have set the high level of security settings. But that is not the case. We all know the Facebook data scandal, where a Cambridge Analytica, a political consulting firm, had accessed Facebook users' data, which is about 50 million users' data. And this data then used to reach out to the voters on social media with the personalized messages. Another example is WhatsApp policy update. The latest privacy policy update by WhatsApp will allow the messaging app to share the data with the parent company, which is Facebook. Yesterday only, there was a news in Times of India about cybercrime. Cyber police caught a 4-member gang of African nationals who tricked 30-year-old Chembur resident in a fraud of employment, which is of 70 lakhs. All this account hacking, cybercrime, data privacy keeps happening around us. Just a single click on any of the social media can impact what notification to pop up on our social media account. It may contain marketing post, advertisement, friend suggestion, or any other fraudulent link. Social media sites can make it more difficult to distinguish between the meaningful relation which we foster in our real life and the casual connection we make on the social media. While on the surface, it looks like social media is bringing people together across the globe. But in larger sense, it may create the social isolation. Cyberbullying is another example of the social media negative impact. Addiction to the social media results in number of negative effects on our health, like eye strain, fatigue, distraction. With the rise in use of social media sites, the average attention span of human has been reduced to 8 seconds and situation may worse. This is the negative side of the social media overuse. Hence, social media detox is becoming more popular nowadays, but prevention is always better than cure. During pandemic, social media was like a boon. We have used it wisely to spread the information, connect with each other. Social media is also used as collaborative platform to stay connected for work, education, and social purposes. Our Toastmaster online meeting is also an example of this. Being on social media sites, making online connection is like a need of an hour, but it is not a substitute for real life connections and the events. In today's society, social media is a powerful force that impacts almost every walk of our life. It helps in education, economy, democracy, justice, freedom. Therefore, it should be used sensibly for development, progress, and prosperity. Social media is like a double-edged sword. The point is how we use it. Keep in mind, while using the social media, with the help of AI, like recommendation engine and natural language processing, data about your activity is continuously being monitored, analyzed, and compiled. So it will impact what you see and engage with in near future. Social media is just not an activity, rather it is investment of your valuable time and the resources. So I wanted to tell you 3 things which helped me making social media good for me. First, everyday morning before checking your mobile laptops, get your thoughts aligned with yourself. Otherwise, social media AI engine will align your thoughts for yourself. Second, be very cautious while posting any personal data on the social media networking site. And third, surf like a pro. So while surfing on the internet, we keep on searching, we go into endless scrolling, and we invest a lot of our time. So be selective, focus what actually you want while you surf. And the real truth is, technology is a useful servant but dangerous master. So treat it wisely. Thanks. Over to Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pallavi, for such a relevant as well as in some aspects an eye-opener speech. Thank you for sharing us. I will again ask the members to share their thoughts or feedbacks with Toastmaster Pallavi in private chat, and there is 30 seconds for that. Okay, so moving ahead, before I call upon our third speaker, let me call upon his evaluator to state the objective of the speaker. Please give a round of applause to evaluator Toastmaster Sudha.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Manan. I will be evaluating the speaker today for the L2P2 speech, which is the objectives being connect with the audience. The purpose of the project for the member is to practice the skills needed to connect with an unfamiliar audience. He has to use his skills to present a topic that is new or totally unfamiliar to your club members. The speech is not a report on the content of Connect with Your Audience project. Good luck, the speaker, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudha. Now, when I asked our next speaker the question regarding the biggest change which came into his life after joining the Toastmasters, he was quick to point out that earlier he could only make 2 to 3 people laugh on his talks and on his words. But due to Toastmasters, he has developed this ability to make hundreds of people laugh at a time. And that skill he has demonstrated time and again at various contest levels. And he is hopeful for the same at the district level as well. So please welcome Toastmaster Ankit to deliver the third speech. Toastmaster Ankit, the kaleidoscope. The kaleidoscope, Toastmaster Ankit.
Watch out, you dumb beep. When you hear those words in Bengali and the area around smells like fish, my dear friend, you are at the Howrah railway station. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. This was how I was greeted on my first trip to the eastern part of India. The concept of a crowded railway station is not new to a Mumbaikar, but with 23 railway platforms, the city of joy, Kolkata, welcomes you in a grandiose fashion. And trust me, it feels like an eternity when you finally reach the car parking. The yellow ambassador taxis waiting in the car park for you transport you to the good old times. The famous Howrah Bridge welcomes you bathed in yellow lights in the night sky. And no matter how matured you are left with no option but to stare at the engineering marvel with a childlike gaze and sparkling eyes. The vehicular traffic made me feel at home, and the long drive to Salt Lake presented me an excellent opportunity to witness the sleeping city's glory, a city which is aging like a fine wine. Although it was an official tour, I left no stone unturned in exploring the city in my free time. A city which only existed eloquently in travel blogs and literature pieces had actually come to life. A wise man I met there said to me, Dada, if Kolkata is the heart, then Sandesh is the heartbeat of it. Try one more. This wise man was the owner of that sweet shop, and I was glad to be his guest for the next fortnight, tasting almost all the sweets he had to offer. Sandesh, Rasgulla, Mishti Doi, Rasmalai. You won't regret ditching your diet and putting on a few kilos for these delicacies. On a lighter note, a colleague said to me, Ankit, fishes can survive without water, but no Bengali can survive without fish. So, you very well know what you may be served every day for your meal. I had a tough time for searching dishes which had no fish or eggs or chicken in it. And this was when the humble puchkas came to my rescue. It is a sin not to gorge on the roadside puchkas if you are in Kolkata. Apart from food, the second thing Kolkatans absolutely love is their sport. A visit to Kolkata without visiting the Eden Gardens would have killed the cricketing fanatic inside me. The entrance to the Mecca of Indian cricket boasts of India's many iconic cricketing moments. And interestingly, contrary to the nation's sole obsession in sports, almost every open space in Kolkata is a potential football field, and you just can't resist yourself from joining the young boys in the game. If fascination over art is an art, then the City of Joy is the Picasso of it. The city is blessed with art in its every bylane. Imagine crossing the Hooghly River at the backdrop of the scenic Vivekanand Setu and with mild, melodious Rabindra Sangeet playing in the background. This, my dear friends, is a delightful solace for all our wandering souls. As true as they say it, that in this mad rush to survive modernization, Kolkata preserves Tagore in its music, Vivekanand in its morals, Netaji in its valor, and Mother Teresa in its humility. If you are a culture and history buff just like me, Kolkata is an incomplete assignment without a visit to the Victoria Memorial. Spend in a few hours there and you would know more about the list. And yes, to reach that place, you can ditch your sedans and cabs and instead take the tram trains that still hold its place tightly on the concrete roads and inside the concrete hearts. This city has seen it all. The years from 1911 to 1941 of prosperity and expansion. But my dear friends, even Kolkata was not immune to the harsh sufferings of the mortal world. Japanese air raids, famine, communal riots, and the second partition. List it all. It is accepted that no other Indian city benefited in quite the same way from the British rule. But no other city had to pay as high price either. But the spirit of interchange and assimilation, which has been part of Kolkata's ethos right from the beginning, triumphs once more. Kolkata continues to provide pioneering leadership in various fields, as if Goddess Kali lovingly nursed the wounds of a child city every time it bled. My dear friends, like a kaleidoscope, although a simple toy, enchants you in a million ways. Kolkata awaits you to mesmerize in a million more. Like a kaleidoscope is best enjoyed with your loved ones. My dear friends, when are you packing your bags for Kolkata? Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankit. It was a sort of travel blog for me. And thank you for the speech. I would request the Toastmasters to share their comments on a private chat to Toastmaster Ankit. And in the meanwhile, I would request the timer of the day to state the time taken by all the three speakers.
Sorry, just give me a minute. I have a 1 second. Okay, so am I audible?
Yes.
So I'll not waste the time in sharing the screen. Toastmaster Dilip took 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Toastmaster Pallavi took 6 minutes and 32 seconds. And Toastmaster Ankit took 6 minutes and 50 seconds. So all three are qualified for the vote.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. And I would request the Sergeant at Arms to circulate the links for voting for the best speaker. And in the meanwhile, let me continue with the theme of the day. Now, communication, as I said, is not only restricted to the spoken word, but as rightly pointed out by one of our speakers, even majority of our conversation today is on the social media platform, be it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or even LinkedIn. We communicate with each other, and that has become the essence of today's era. But we need to be careful. And not only that, there is a specific set of skills which are required for honing this. And Toastmasters is that platform which not only improves your communication, but it gives you a unique opportunity where you can hone your skills by representing your club at these various medias and platforms and to publicize it. So it is not about communication only which it helps, but it's also about the leadership skills. All the Toastmasters present out here would have experienced this in some way or the another. You can bring out your creative self at its best, and that is something unique which only Toastmasters can provide you. So friends, now let us move to the second segment of today's session, that is table topics. And for that, let me call upon a very passionate Toastmasters, whom when I asked her what was the awkward moment she felt while communicating in her life, she gave me an example of her journey to Kerala, where there was this pronunciation issue with the locals, and even she could not tell me what was that. It was so awkward for her. So now let me invite the table topic master for the day, Toastmaster Hemangi, to carry forward today the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Hemangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Manan, for this introduction. Good evening, all fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Let me welcome all eloquent speaker to one of the most exciting segment of the Toastmasters meeting, that is table topic session. The main objective of table topic is to challenge the members to develop their impromptu communication skill, to effectively think on their feet by answering or by talking about topics gives every member the opportunity to speak in each meeting. And it is specially designed to develop 4 essential communication skills. That is listening, thinking, organizing, and finally speaking. So today, as your table topic masters, I have framed few topics related to our meeting theme. That is all about Toastmasters. I would encourage all speakers to use word of the day, eloquent. So before I start, let me call upon timer Nivedita to set the timing. Over to you, Nivedita.
Thank you, table topic master. Each table topic speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes. I'll show the green card when speaker reaches 1 minute, that is the minimum time. I'll show yellow card when speaker reaches the midpoint of the speech. I'm very sorry, 1.5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. And when the speaker reaches 2 minutes, I'll show the red card. The speaker will get 30-second grace time only after the red card. Thank you, and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Timer Nivedita. So let's start. Who wants to be the first? I would like all of you to nominate yourself in the chat. So first I will have the name and then I will share the topic. Who are the first? Or you can raise your hands. I will wait for 30 seconds, and if no one nominates, I will go and choose. Anybody? Okay, so we have one hand, Sienna James. Okay. Okay, thank you, Sienna. Can we have Sienna on the light?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Sienna.
Hi.
So you are, hi, so you are Toastmaster as well, right?
Yeah, but currently I'm on a break.
Okay, currently on break, but you experienced Toastmasters. So let me give you a topic which is related to, of course, our theme. Communication is an art. Toastmaster Sienna, communication is an art.
Yes, I completely agree that communication is an art, just like many other things, drawing, painting. For example, just like in painting, you need colors and you have to display those colors on a canvas. So when we say communication is an art, I think your words, your body language are those colors, and your audience is the canvas where you convey your message to them. And just as you display those colors on a beautiful canvas and it shows and something beautiful comes out of it, when you display a message to an audience, I think there's something very beautiful, a beautiful reaction or a beautiful change in relationship that happens. So I completely agree with this, that communication is an art. And I think just as any artist grows in his art day by day, a person can also improve in their communication in various ways. And one of them, of course, is this platform of Toastmasters, where you can enhance your speaking skills. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Sienna. That was really brilliant. You compared communication with the picture, the painting. Wow, I can really relate with that. Thank you so much. So next, possibly I can choose a really experienced Toastmaster of Bombay Toastmaster. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Bob.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Babu, thank you so much. I have really a good topic, relevant topic for you as per your experience. Can you hear me? Okay, great. So the topic goes like, membership in the Toastmaster is the greatest investment. Toastmaster Babu, membership in Toastmaster is the greatest investment.
Table topic, Master, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I don't think there can be any two opinion on this. For sure that membership in Toastmasters is the greatest investment. And you don't have to go by the experience of others. This is something which you will experience and feel when you join Toastmasters. In fact, I still remember the very first month that I was in Toastmasters. The kind of welcome that you got despite being a stranger to the club is something phenomenal and which you can never forget. Everything starts at the door when you step into the club. And when you get this kind of a welcome, I think this is an image, this is an experience which lasts forever. And I still remember that day when I was given, I think, 3 or 4 chances to speak. And when the club session was over, I was even asked to take over charge for one of the GTAC assignments, which is like the district conferences. The point is that the whole atmosphere is so welcoming that you really begin to understand, expect, and experience what a great investment this whole thing is. And of course, as you undertake the journey, the investment which you thought was one at the beginning really grows in terms of, to put it in financial terms, in terms of interest. And every year virtually, as and when you learn through your journey of Toastmasters, it is almost as if your principal is growing by the day. And after spending so many years in Toastmasters, like all of you, I can also vouch for the fact that if there is one greatest investment that one can have in life, I think it is the investment in Toastmasters. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Babu. Yes, I totally agree with that. And even I did the same, the investment. Thanks. Okay, so next I would like to call upon guest Sagar Verma, who is ex-Toastmaster of Bombay. So Mr. Sagar Verma, please.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So I have another interesting topic for you, Mr. Sagar. They don't need a lawyer, they need a Toastmaster. Mr. Sagar, they don't need a lawyer, they need a Toastmaster. Over to you.
It's very interesting. About a year back when I was in my MBA, during MBAs you have study groups. And since I was in an MBA in an international business school, which had 90 nationalities in terms of diversity, the 5 of us as a group were composed of a Russian, an Italian, a Spanish, a Chinese, and an Indian. And at the age of 28, I was the second youngest person in that group. Now, an MBA study group is supposed to make you bond together, get to appreciate different cultures, develop an understanding, and figure out a way to work together. Because the idea is that in future, if you're going to be leaders in the corporate world or in your own companies, you're going to have to handle different personalities. And as you can imagine, the study group of the 5 of us, we never got along very well. In fact, right since the beginning, we were a disaster. My Chinese classmate wanted to work for 18 hours a day, whereas my European counterparts wanted to go ahead and travel every other week. And when we had deadlines to meet, there were clashes happening all the way. It reached so badly in terms of the situation that once we actually had a bit of a standoff where the Chinese guy said, you know what, I will do the assignments myself. You guys go on holiday. I have nothing to do with this. And that's when I sort of figured that this is a once in a lifetime experience for each of us, and we're not going to see each other for long. So it's important that we actually get onto the table, try and see if we can listen to each other, find a bridge to communicate, and try and move forward. That's the very least that we owe all of ourselves. If we can't do that, well, we can't do that. That's perfectly fine. And that's where the Toastmaster in me kicked in. And we actually gathered at the table, and each of us were having a conversation where we were venting out what our feelings were. How did we feel being a part of that group? I remember wanting to be a timer because one of my group mates was just going on and on. I wanted to, show the red card, but of course that did not happen. But at the same time, when we were giving out a feedback as well, there was one of us, the Russians, for example, are supposed to be very aggressive in nature. And I remember telling my classmate that, you know what, maybe you may want to say some of the good things first, just layer in some of the things that you're not happy about, but overall try and reflect what was good about the experience, and that CRC method for you. So they didn't need a lawyer over there for the divorce that was about to happen, but a Toastmaster, and that's how I stepped in.
Wow, that was amazing. Okay, I can now see the lawyer coming from the Toastmasters Club. Thank you, Toastmaster Sagar. So let's next move to Chaitya. I would like to call Chaitya. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Chaitya. The topic for you is, what is your favorite role? Toastmaster of the day, table topic masters, or the evaluator, and why?
Interesting question. Table topic master.
Can you repeat?
Am I audible? Okay. Table topic master, dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests. A very good evening to all of you all. Interestingly, I've never been a Toastmaster of the day till now, but I have got an opportunity to be an evaluator as well as a table topic master. So I think out of these two, table topic master has been the best possible role for me. And till date, if you ask me to choose, I would again choose table topic master, because that unleashes my creativity. I've always thought that how should I create topics which will enhance some beautiful skills out of all our Toastmasters. It has always made me think more about the theme rather than just restricting myself to the normal flow of the meeting. So it has always told me, take that one extra leap of effort, try to take out those creative ideas out of the topic and learn more from the table topic speakers. So I think table topic listeners as well as table topic speakers learn a lot from this platform of Toastmasters, and I think no other platform gives you a stage for table topics which only Toastmaster gives. So I've always been very thankful, and thanks to this whole Toastmaster community who has always been encouraging to make you participate in table topics. And the last reason why table topics is the best is because when you cannot take any role, you can always participate in table topics. So you don't have to book any slot, but you always have to go to the meeting and just go for it. And I've always been motivated by all these senior Toastmasters to always participate. So thank you so much. Over to you, table topic master Himangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So next, I would like to call Pushpanjali Jain. Guest Pushpanjali.
Hi.
Hi, Pushpanjali. Oh, you are Toastmaster as well. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
I was just about to say that.
Okay, great. Okay, so a topic for you is.
Wait a second.
Sure.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Your memorable moment in Toastmasters meetings. Any memorable moment during Toastmasters meeting?
Okay. Hi, everyone. The most memorable event for me in the Toastmasters meetings was giving my speech, the giving the humorous speech for the first time, even when I had not delivered my icebreaker. So for that particular speech, I had prepared like anything, and I was for sure very clear that I'm not at all going to be humorous, because that's not what I have as a skill. I'm always dead serious about my life. But that was one moment where I literally tried to try to at least make others laugh, even if I can't. And I contacted Sunil, Nivedita, and they know, like, I registered at the end moment itself. I very newly joined the club, and I tried that no matter, like, it should not happen that everyone is serious in that meeting. And you won't believe it, I during the whole speech when I was giving, I really did not feel at any point that I was being humorous. But yeah, I could see at least some few elder members like Babu and others, they were laughing, and I was like, okay, great. At least I have been able to succeed in doing something which I felt that I couldn't ever do. So yeah, that was the most memorable moment, in terms, like, I tried to step out into the uncomfortable zone of trying to bring humor. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kusmanjali. Yeah, that was good. Your humorous speech experience. So let's next move to another experienced Toastmaster from our club, Toastmaster Sunil. I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Sunil.
Hi.
Hello.
Who's Sunil?
Okay, you have to
Sunil
specify which
Agarwal.
one.
Oh, we have two Sunil over here. Okay, okay. Maybe I'll call you later, Mr. Sunil. Yeah, Sunil Agarwal. Hello, Sunil. Toastmaster Sunil, the topic for you. Okay, you're ready? Okay. Communication is a powerful weapon. Toastmaster Sunil, communication is a powerful weapon.
All wars are fought with weapons. We trust our own weapons, not realizing that the person you're fighting against could also be better armed than you. Good evening, Toastmasters. This bitter truth I realized when I got married, when I thought I could use my weapons to my advantage, not realizing that your weapons, your sword doesn't come out of your sheath when your head is already axed by the opponent, because they have better sharp weapons and they don't allow you to even display your weaponry. Similarly, speaking and communication entirely depends, because it is a contact sport. You cannot rely on your skills, but it is the competitive skills that really make you a winner. It could be about sharing your views. It could be about winning an argument on which restaurant you want to go, or which movie you will see, or the proverbial remote, which channel should be played. And I think each one of us has a great opportunity to keep sharpening the sword, because wars and calamities don't come unannounced, but your skills always come to play if you have them ready by your side, wearing them on your belt.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil. Let me next move to another Mr. Sunil. I don't see his name here. I think so. That's iPhone, right?
iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So, good evening, guest Sunil. The topic for you is communication is more than just a language. Guest Sunil, communication is more than just a language.
Good evening, everyone. Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am having to speak by virtue of mistaken identity. So I'll give it a good shot. As Warren Buffett said, that if you have to invest in one thing in your life, you should invest in communication, because that is something which would reap you most benefits through your life rather than any other skill. And that is why communication is very important in life. Now, talking about whether communication restricts itself to a language or a particular format, I think you would appreciate that fact, especially taking a cue from Sunil again. In case in case your marital status happens to be married, it's not always that you can understand. It's not always that too much is spoken when there is a discord. It's mostly the non-verbal cues that you have to pick up, and you have to take it from there. And as you progress on that journey of married life, you pick up that skill more and more and become more accomplished at it. And that is how you survive. So I would think that it's not only the spoken word, it's not only the language, it is what the person in front of you communicates to you in all forms. And you have to become adept at it, both in terms of receiving as well as in terms of giving it. So that's all that I had to say. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. Next we have, I would like to call upon someone from the guest. We have Mr. Adhiraj here. Mr. Adhiraj, are you okay to take a table topic? Can you unmute yourself, Mr. Adhiraj? Okay. We have Mr. Rishikesh Pai.
Hi there.
Hello, Mr. Rishikesh. So are you ready for your table topic?
Yes, yes. Bring it on.
Okay, brilliant. Great. So topic for you is the unprepared speaker has a right to be afraid. The unprepared speaker has a right to be afraid. Rishikesh Pai. Over.
And the batsman is walking towards the pitch. The batsman seems confident. Let's see what he has in store for us. And bowled. So it's a first ball duck. Stumped. And this is exactly what happened when you gave the topic to me. But being a Toastmaster, we develop an ability, no matter what the topic is, we always can speak something and get off, right? So let me try that today. A very good evening to everyone present over here. Unprepared speaker obviously has full right to be afraid. And that being afraid, that feeling, for that itself, the speaker comes unprepared. For that butterflies in the stomach, that is what, gives him that thrill to go on and try to speak, to communicate, to try something, to get on the stage, face the audience. And an unprepared speaker today is going to become well prepared tomorrow. And this fear is going to help him prepare and be a better speaker. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Rishikesh. Okay, I would like to call upon timer if we still have a time for another topic.
One maximum. It's already 6:47.
Okay, so I would like to call Mr. Adhiraj if he's available, because all others are already were either a evaluator or already spoke in this forum. If
Otherwise,
he's not available, let's
yeah,
let's move
we
on.
will close.
So I would like you to please give the timing. Thank you. Over to you, Nivedita. Yes.
Yes, after these eloquent speeches, we have really great table topics. So I'll start with Siana took 1 minute and 14 seconds. Babu took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Sagar 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Chaitya took 1 minute and 47 seconds. Toastmaster Kusumanjali took 1 minute and 34 seconds. Toastmaster Sunil Agarwal took 1 minute and 33 seconds. Toastmaster Sunil Sureka took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. And Rishikesh took 1 minute and 16 seconds. So all 8 table topic speakers are qualified for the vote. Over to you, table topic.
Thank you, timer Nivedita. And I would like to thank all the participants for the prompt table topics and their participation. I would like to give a control to Toastmaster of the Day, Manan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Angi, for sharing with us the topics which was so relevant and so interlinked with the theme of the day. So kudos to you. Now moving ahead. In one of his poems, John Donne has mentioned that no man is an island, which in itself states that we all need each other, be it communication or be it collaborative. We have all seen during this COVID era how lonely we felt when there was no one to talk. We all would have connected with our school friends or college friends. But the Toastmaster fraternity is such a unique platform where at any instant you can go and contact your fellow Toastmasters, not only relating to communications, but also if you share the same hobbies, or it can be a professional contact as well. So Toastmaster provides us this unique platform. And on this note, let us go towards the third and the final section of today's session. And that is the evaluation section. And for that, let me call upon the general evaluator of the day. But before that, I also asked him the same question. Let's state one incident which was an awkward incident or a funny incident in your life. And he narrated such a beautiful incident that once he got a call from a lady of event management and who asked him to give a motivational speech. Few days later, that lady again called him and told him to tell what amount he would charge and that she would pay for that. He was so excited. After few days, the lady again called him and asked him to state when he's going to come to Mumbai so that they can arrange for his hotel accommodation. To that, he answered that I'm already in Mumbai. And at that moment, the ice literally broke down because the lady realized that he was Anand Kumar from Mumbai, not Anand Kumar of Super 30 fame from Patna. And finally, his motivational speech seemed to have been abruptly ended. So Toastmasters, please welcome the general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manan. Very delighted to be here, and I really love this last section of the Toastmaster meeting, and that is the evaluation section, because evaluation is the heart of Toastmaster program. We all join Toastmaster for developing our speaking skills and leadership skills. So how do we develop? We deliver the speeches, we play various roles as per the given guidelines, but somebody has to give us feedback. How did we do? What went well? What did not go well? And this is exactly we discuss in this last section, evaluation. People who have delivered speeches, they have followed certain guidelines as per the project manual. And the evaluators will be evaluating those speeches, whether they followed the guidelines, what could be done better, what they have already done better. And based on that, they improve their speaking skills. And later on, we'll also have little evaluation on the role players, how they perform their roles. So before I begin the evaluation of the prepared speeches, I would like to invite the timer, Madam Toastmaster Nivedita, to mention the timing guidelines.
Thank you, General Evaluator. For evaluation, we'll have 2 to 3 minutes. When the speaker reaches 2 minutes, I will show the green card. When speaker reaches 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll display the yellow card. And when the speaker reaches 3 minutes, I'll display the red card. The speaker will get 30-second grace before the green card and after the red card to end his speech to qualify for the vote. And I'll give my report when called upon. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. Okay, so we will invite the first evaluator. She's going to evaluate the speech given by Toastmaster Dilip. So please put your hands together for our first evaluator, Madam Toastmaster Avantika.
Good evening, Toastmasters, and hello to Mr. Dilip in particular. As truly quoted by you, the famous quote by Mandy Hale, some steps need to be taken alone. It's the only way to really figure out where you need to go and where you need to be. And your speech, Discovering Me, really proved that quote correct. Before I proceed, let me congratulate you on taking your first big step on your second pathway journey. Must say, your icebreaker speech was inspiring for each member present in our meeting today. I liked especially how you began with introduction of yourself, your name, and your family members. You moved us through your next phase of life, your education. From being the student at school with the highest grades, you gave us a glimpse of an event you strongly remember from your school life. I turned nostalgic for a moment to my days in school when speaking on a public platform wasn't a cakewalk. The transition you held in your words to quickly take us from your school life to the professional life with the example of sharing a similar stage with a different you, a better speaker, Dilip. You left us with a strong confidence to continue to look upon the ladder of improvement and move our way forward. Like all speeches, always have some areas of improvement. I have a few points that I feel might help you complement your strengths and make your speech better. You may try to improve on your voice modulation. Hold strong expressions when you speak out your words. For example, when you said, I used to get first and second rank in my school and all parents always looked upon me as the ideal student, could have been said with pride and stronger expressions as, I used to be the first and second ranker in my school and all parents looked upon me as the ideal student. While it's difficult on an online setup to stand up and deliver speech, I would still suggest you to attempt it once in your next speeches as it helps you depict a better body language to the audiences present. Out and out, congratulations on a job well done. Coming out from the mindset of not being called for on the stage to the day of making the audience burst out of laughter with your words on the stage. Truly an inspiring journey. I am sure you have made it great and discovered yourself very well. All the best and looking forward to more eloquent speeches from you next. Thank you.
Thank you, Avantika, for this wonderful evaluation. Now, the next evaluator.
Sorry. I think, Anand, I'll interrupt you. We forgot to give a standing ovation as for the first speaker for his first speech to Toastmaster Dilip. So can we do it now?
Yeah, sure. Should we stand up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
everybody. So please come in the video format, so at least we know you are standing up.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
So Dilip, keep doing, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you are invisible. Okay, so please be visible.
Yeah, I'll be regular. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks. All right, so thank you so much. So the next speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Shirish, who is going to evaluate Pallavi's speech. So please welcome Toastmaster Shirish.
Am I visible?
No, you're not visible.
Am I audible? Audible?
You're audible, yeah, but not
okay.
visible. So
Okay. I'm in the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening, General fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Kudos to my speaker because she has chosen a beautiful subject, virtual shield. As salt and sugar same. In your speech, you have given good message to audience because nowadays we are so fond of engrossed social media that like Facebook, WhatsApp, and etc. So she explained merits and demerits of social media. She gave 2-3 examples of social media scams and cyber crime. This affects not only our the
Shirish,
clarity was good.
Can you stop your video?
She used yeah.
Shirish, stop your video and talk because there is a lot of disturbance.
Okay. I stopped my video. Okay. It's okay now? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
relatively better.
It's okay now?
Better. Yeah, better. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. So, clarity was good. Eye contact was good. Some recommendation I want to give. You should use some vocal variety because it will become your speech interesting. Use of hand gesture also. You should use hand gestures. And you should tell some 2 or 3 small stories that attracts the audience in your speech. The speaker attempts to safeguard you into providing valuable and sensitive personal data such as password, credit card numbers, debit card numbers, and bank account details. So best luck for your future journey, and I'll say whatever the recommendation I have given, you use in your further when you will deliver your speech. Thank you, General Evaluator. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Shirish. I really like the way you use your time. I think you're traveling, but you're using your time effectively. Yeah, great. And the good takeaway for us is that there was a network issue. We were not able to hear you clearly. So better to switch off your video so that you get a little more bandwidth and we are able to hear you clearly. Yeah. So,
okay, thank you.
So initial part, Shirish, we were not able to hear you clearly. So you can just send that comments to Pallavi, on WhatsApp. That would be useful for her. Okay. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
All right. So the next speech will be evaluated by Madam Toastmaster Sudha, and she is going to evaluate Ankit's speech. So please put your hands together for Madam Toastmaster Sudha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Veer Sanghvi, the famous journalist, said, "Calcutta is not for everyone. You want your city clean and green? Stick to Delhi. You want your city rich and impersonal? Go to Bombay. You want them high-tech and full of draught beer? Bangalore's your place. But if you want a city with a soul, come to Kolkata. Now this is what Ankit ventured on today, my speaker. He was trying to give us the glory of the city of Calcutta. And I think what an opening. I'm not surprised, Ankit. You're a winner of the humorous speech. And you started off with such a beautiful, humorous incident, or, you know, the event was described so beautifully. We already got smiles on our faces as we were eager to listen to more coming out of you. The Howrah platform, the city of joy, 23 stations, eternity to reach parking. That itself describes what all you went through to reach to the parking. The lightings described by Howrah Bridge. The engineering marvel. What I liked about your speech is also the descriptive words that you used. The adjectives were superlative and of very high class. Like, I just love the way you described engineering marvel, childlike eyes, sleeping city with glory. And you explained Calcutta to be like fine wine, the travel blog, the eloquent travel blog, and also Kolkata is the heart, Sandesh is the heartbeat. Wow. But I have a complaint against you, Ankit. You actually didn't cover my favorite Bengali sweet, which is the Rasagolla. I'm really sorry. Fishes can survive without water. Bengalis cannot survive without fish. Absolutely, truly, truly true. You also had a glitter in your eyes when you were talking about the sports element of the heart of Calcutta, where cricket was mentioned. And I could see your passion for the sport, and also talking about football being another sport which is enjoyed by the Bengalis. You went on to describe also the art part of Calcutta, and you described how it was the Picasso of it. So it goes on, the description of words, the plethora of descriptions was amazing in your speech. The Mother Teresa of a simplicity, more about less, yeah? So I think overall, I felt your speech was wonderful. It really felt like you were the ambassador of Mamta Di, talking about Calcutta. So we all enjoyed the journey. We are surely going to go there if not gone yet. But I have one small suggestion to make, Ankit, if I may. It was the objective of the speech was to talk about an unfamiliar topic. This was truly not unfamiliar, and it was a topic which everybody knew, either have traveled or have read about it. So I would definitely recommend you that you stick to the objectives as well as you took us through the journey of Calcutta. So as they say, one day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do things you've always wanted to do. So do it now. Go to Calcutta. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sudha, for this wonderful evaluation. And by the way, we must appreciate the mesmerizing effect Ankit had. He did talk about Rasagulla. He talked about Rasagulla, yes.
Okay, then maybe I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are so occupied with descriptive imagery, right? You went there and you're not able to hear. And normally we hear about visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. And Ankit brought fish's smell as well. So he used one more sense there to make us more be there in Kolkata. Okay. So thank you so much, Sudha. I think we had really eloquent speeches across all three sections. You know, we had excellent prepared speeches. We had really excellent table topic speeches with all those veteran speakers, and everybody kind of was so insightful, and it was worth hearing each one of them, and beautiful all three evaluations as well. So a big round of applause for all the speakers of today. Yeah, wonderful job done. Now I'd like to invite the timer to give us the timer report for all the evaluators.
Thank you, General Evaluator. The Toastmaster Avantika took 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Shirish took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Toastmaster Sudha took 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So there are only 2 evaluators qualified, so there will not be a voting for judges. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you so much, Nivedita. Now I would like to invite the grammarian, Toastmaster Vasudev, to give his report.
Good evening again, all. So in today's meeting, we had some very eloquent use of grammar and some incorrect use of grammar. Some of the good examples of good usage of language consist of quotes such as some steps need to be taken by yourself, fate struck a cruel blow, aging like a fine wine, fascination of art is art, then Kolkata is Picasso, and that if you have to invest in one thing in life, invest in communication, and lastly, look upon the ladder of improvement. Some examples of incorrect usage of grammar consist of there nothing much to speak about college, which would have been there was nothing much to speak about college. Not a single word was uttered. Believe me, I spoke like a pro. Could have probably been. Believe me, I spoke very confidently. Yesterday only there was an article in Times of India. Only yesterday there was an article in Times of India. It reached so badly. Could have been it reached a very bad situation. This bitter truth I realized could have been I realized this bitter truth. There was some pronunciation errors such as good evening all could have been good evening to one and all. Famine could have been pronounced as famine. Hone your skills could have is correctly pronounced as hone your skills. And lastly, the word of the day was used by many speakers today, so I am very pleased with that. The speakers who use the word of the day consist of the TMOD of the day, Toastmaster Manan, Toastmaster Pallavi, Toastmaster Ankita, Table Topics Master Himangi, Toastmaster Nivedita, Toastmaster Avantika, and Toastmaster Ankita. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Vasudev. Now I'd like to invite our next role player, Toastmaster Rajkaran, to give his counter report. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Rajkaran.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anand. So the counter report is Speaker 1, Dilip, use to, so, 3 times and more than 5 filler words are. Speaker 2, Pallavi, had 2 short pauses and 4 R's. Speaker 3, Ankit was flawless about his journey to Kolkata. Table topic speaker Sienna very well explained communication as a painting and she was flawless about that. Table topic speaker 2 Babu sold us the Toastmasters very well and I'm already sold to it. Table topic speaker 3 Sagar was flawless and he acted as a great leader by being a great mediator. Table topic speaker 4 Chaitya had used so twice and twice, once, and he used repetitive words like it has, try to, and I think. Table topic speaker 5 Kusumanjali used and thrice and had used more than 5 times and used I twice as a repetitive word. Sunil very well explained the greatest weapon is communication. Table topic speaker 7 Sunil Sureka used and thrice as a crutch word and used you know twice, filler word as more than 5 times, and repetitive word that is twice. Table topic speaker Rishikesh Pai used twice. Coming to evaluations, there was no crutch or filler words in evaluator in her speech. Evaluator 1, Avantika. Evaluator 2, Shirish used twice, and I as a repetitive word. Evaluator 3, Sudha was flawless in her evaluation. So kudos to all the evaluators and speakers and table topic speakers. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajkaran, for your extensive report. All right, so now we have already done the evaluation of all the 3 prepared speeches. So how did the overall meeting go from my point of view? I'll just talk a little bit about that. So we started bang on time, that is 5:30, and I really love and appreciate this aspect of Bombay Toastmasters Club. Initially, for a few times we have deviated, but now we are back to our own discipline that start at 5:30. Even if you are just 12 people at that time, I really loved it that you guys started. So it's like sun doesn't stop because the world, whatever is happening is in the world, right? Sun rises on its own time, sets on its own time. So let's do that. Please continue to do it. Zoom Master set the tone of the meeting. He's kind of talked about the guiding principles. He mentioned the rules, and they're very useful rules for all audiences to take note of. And he also talked about the mission of the Toastmaster. So very well done, Zoom Master. Presiding officer, as usual, always inspiring. Loved the story of Nakamura. Heard first time about him being a Japanese settled in Afghan. That itself was an important kind of point to understand that, okay, there are people like that as well. And then you connected very well to Dr. Ralph Smedley. Yes, we all are grateful to this person because of whom we got such a beautiful platform. Then also we had guest introduction that was also very well done. And then Toastmaster of the Day came with his theme, that is it's all about the Toastmasters. So very well done, Manan. And every time I hear you, you always bring a good perspective, even if it is an old topic, but the way you portray, the way you speak about things, it's very interesting and engaging. So please continue to do that. I like that whispering game. We all are familiar with that. And the most important thing, if I have to highlight, the way you started was very well connected with the audience. You said, by all of us have experience, and that's how you connected with us and you grabbed our attention. So very well done. All the role players, they have also done their role in very effective manner. So Timer, she's a seasoned Toastmaster. She knows all the guidelines. She played her role beautifully. Our counter, Rajkaran, yes, excellent job, Rajkaran. You pointed out everybody's crutch words by the name and the numbers, so people can relate with that and they can take corrective measures in future. And grammarian, yes, very well done. You have taken a good word, eloquent. Just one suggestion, I would say that try to mention what is it? Is it noun, adjective, verb? So that will be another addition to everybody's vocabulary. Table topic master, well done. All the topics were superb. We all could relate to each one of these topics. They all were tied to today's theme. And we really enjoyed today's table topic round because everybody spoke brilliantly well. And I am sure people have, it has boosted everybody's confidence as well. And audience also enjoyed throughout the table topic section. So please keep taking similar topics. They are very useful. All right, so that's all from my side, and I would like to hand over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Manan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand, for the detailed evaluation of the session in general. So moving ahead, the final part. If you see the testimony of every great institution, it is the endurance through the tough times it has passed. And Toastmasters, almost it is going to complete a century, and it has passed through various phases, but none as difficult as the COVID era. But still, the passion with which those associated with this institution are leading or improving themselves shows how strong the foundation of this institution is actually. We all should be proud as Toastmasters that we get this opportunity to be not only a part of an individual club, but part in true sense. The whole world is now like a family. You, on a click of a button, you can attend any meeting at any part of the country or the world. That in itself shows how powerful we have become and how much opportunity we have to develop our speaking skills and demonstrate to the strangers. So calling upon all the Toastmasters, every good thing has to be shared, and through this sharing it can multiply. As they say that happiness multiply when you share. This unique opportunity and the importance of unique opportunity, the word should be spread across our friends that if we can benefit, surely they too can benefit out of it. They might not realize this today, but we all can become a real life examples. We have seen multiple companies around the globe promoting the clubs within their premises. There are companies who sponsor people taking up these things. So there has to be certain benefits which the senior people have experienced and that they want to pass on to their employees. Be it community club, be it college club, or be it corporate club. It is not only about the communication, but it's also about collaborating in various aspects. So let us all join hands together and let us pledge that we shall all remain the part of this wonderful institution and not only grow ourselves, but make it a point to help others to grow and help them to join this institution. On this note, let me call upon the President, Toastmaster Babu, to conclude this session. Over to you, Presiding Officer of the Day, Toastmaster Babu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manan. That was wonderfully done. Like Ankit said, the rasgullas which normally drip in sugary syrup, I think this entire session was dripping with the essence of Toastmasters right from the start to the finish. Whether it was a theme of the Toastmaster of the day, whether it were the speeches, the table topics, there was an element of Toastmasters in every bit of the session today. Well done, Manan, well done, speakers, evaluators, all the role players, and to the entire team, I would say, for having displayed a fantastic session today. Before I go ahead, let me invite some of the guests who have not spoken. I think I will start with Rishikesh Pai, because I still feel that he's a member of the Toastmasters Club. Actually, he is with another club, so I didn't give him the opportunity. But yes, Rishikesh, yeah, you're on.
Yeah. So same.
You're coming to meet him after a long time, so I thought let's hear from you.
Yeah. I mean, it is absolutely great to be back here. I mean, this is where I started my Toastmasters journey, and of course now I'm part of Mumbai Speakers Club, which we start from tomorrow. So I mean, really great coming back here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Rishikesh. Thanks for coming. I'll invite one of the guests. We are still trying to connect with Adhiraj Thakur if he's still on and he'd like to say a few words about the session. No, I think either we've lost him or... yeah, then we'll go back to our Toastmaster guests today. Sagar, how did it feel coming after such a long time, seeing known faces? And I won't ask you about the Toastmaster part of it. I know you're already a veteran in that. Yes.
Felt wonderful. Felt wonderful. When you started off with your trademark story, and then Sunil sir started his table topic speech with his quote and his typical baritone, watching Toastmaster Nivedita after such a long time. And fortunately, Sienna was also there, and of course, Anand sir, as usual, going through his analysis. Felt wonderful, and I can't wait. Hopefully, in a couple of months or whenever we get back to an in-person setting, in case I'm back to Mumbai by then, I would be super glad to anyways come back to the fold and meet all of you in person.
Great, great. Look forward to seeing you. And since it is online, I'm sure now that you're in Muscat, probably a little more relaxed, because with home food and the rest of it, I'm sure you'll be in a great mood to keep attending our sessions. So keep dropping in whenever you're free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Babu uncle.
Thank you. Sienna, are you there? Like to hear from you again.
No, Sienna left.
She's dropped out?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, great. Okay, let's go quickly to the awards now. Let us start with the table topic. Speeches. As expected, it's not a surprise. The best table topic speaker is our ex-veteran, Sagar Verma. Well done, Sagar. That was a nice story that you gave us. I like that. Okay, the best prepared speaker. Any guesses? Ankit Katanekar. Congratulations, Ankit. As usual, well done.
You changed your dress, huh? And okay.
And this calls for a treat with some rasgullas for all of us after COVID. Okay. What about the best evaluator?
no, we had only two, right? One disqualified.
Only two
Okay,
disqualified for
okay, right. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, and the best of big three. We have a new name here. Toastmaster Hemangi. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful topics, yes. Thought-provoking.
Thank
Really
you.
like that, and keep it up.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Nivedita. Last minute, she added me.
Oh, great. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, you know, whatever the last minute questions or answers that you learn for the exams, generally you tend to do well. So maybe it's one of those things. Okay. Nivedita, would you like to step in and make a few announcements of the next meeting?
Yes,
Over to
I
you.
want to share few things, interesting few things. February is full of events, so requesting all members, guests to take part. Starting from first meeting, that is on 6th, we have a guest session on the table topics from the contest point of view. Just to remind you everyone, we have a club level contest on 27th table topic contest. So I'm requesting all members to come forward and participate as a speaker, and then those who really can't come, take part as a role player, so that you will get those learn that leadership skills as well. Our next meeting on 13th Feb will be our anniversary event. So once again, that's a great event, and requesting everyone to participate. On the third Saturday, that is on 20th Feb, we will have one more session, educational session on the prepared speeches, and on 27th we have a contest. So this is all power packed February 2021. Okay, we will share this on the our group, and request you to come forward. Thank you. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. So we request all our members to keep your calendars free and free from all other major engagements, at least on the Saturday evening, on all these 4 Saturdays. Okay, so I think with that, we are almost at the end of our session today. So I will just, in conclusion, quote from what topic I was given, that membership is an investment in Toastmasters. I think that really is true. So I would only suggest or recommend that all of you stay interested, stay invested, and make a big difference, not only to yourself, but to all others around you in Toastmasters. So with that, I come to the end of the session today and declare.
Babu, click for the photo, please.
Okay, sorry, yes. Let's have a group photo, and
Avantika, can we have your photo?
yeah, Avantika, you're not seen.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for attending. And I declare the session closed with my Chota Beam.
Yeah, well.
Thank you.